So I went to see Me Before You on Friday, and I've been wanting to do a movie review ever since, but the movie depressed me so badly that I stayed in bed from Friday night until about 5 o'clock Sunday today. So yeah, probably not gonna be the greatest review. As you can see, the picture quality of this camera on this fucking new tablet is garbage, complete garbage, and you can probably barely hear me, and you probably are gonna have to put headphones in even to hear this. So yeah, I'm not happy all around. Thankfully, my happy pills came today. They're very strong, and so I'm better now. Anyway, so for the movie review, if anybody doesn't know, this movie is about a girl that goes to work for a younger guy, well, not younger than her, but he's about 30, 31. He's a quadriplegic. He's only 2 years in, but he is just a depressed wreck, and she is a colorful, quirky, and happy individual who doesn't hate anyone, and she just wants to do right by her family. She lives with her mom and dad and her sister and her nephew who's 5. So she's just trying to make money so that her family can survive, because her dad doesn't like get regular work or whatever. And yeah, so she goes to work for Will, trainer, a quadriplegic, and she's a caregiver. She doesn't do like bathing him or like transferring him into his chair. She's kind of just like a friend. She helps feed him, but they are not friends at first at all. And so she finds out that Will gave his parents 6 months before he goes ahead and goes through with his assisted suicide. And Louisa finds this out, and she freaks out, and then her sister kind of says, well, think about it from his perspective, like maybe you should try to make his last 6 months like the best 6 months that you can, and try to get him to change his mind even. So inevitably they fall in love. This is a love story, and it is sappy, but it is heartbreaking, and I don't recommend quadriplegics seeing it, honestly, because apparently the author, because it is a book also, it was a book first, apparently the author doesn't think that quadriplegics really should even be around. For her to write this book was a big fuck you to any and all quadriplegics, because for her to write Will's character, she would have had to think that being handicapped wasn't worth living for. Like, life isn't worth living unless you are healthy and perfect, able-bodied, if you will. So, to Jojo Moyes, I say a big fuck you, because everyone cried at the movie. I sobbed. My friend didn't cry, but she never cries at anything, so I didn't think she was gonna cry. I sobbed. And then I bought the book thinking that I sobbed because it was like a good romance. And then I started thinking about it, and it is not. It's bullshit, is what it is. Because no matter what she does, no matter that they fall in love and that their love for each other becomes so strong, no matter what she did, he still chose to go through with breaking her heart and everyone who loved him's heart, and he chose to go off to Switzerland and go through with the assisted suicide. And he wanted her to come and watch, basically. And this breaks her heart, and in the end she goes to Switzerland and is with him for his last few hours, because her father tells her you can't change people. And she says, then what am I supposed to do? And he says, you love them. But I call bullshit. I do. Nor I would never go watch the person I love commit suicide, or watch someone kill him, like, slowly or whatever, to put him out of his misery. Would not watch that, nor would I condone it or accept it. And he ends up saying that he doesn't want to live that life that is not good enough for him. And it's nice that there's finally like a quadriplegic love story out there, but in the end, it's not a quadriplegic love story. It's all about her, because in the end, she gets rid of him. I mean, she doesn't have to stay with him and deal with the actual reality of being with someone who's crippled, and he gives her this money after he dies, like, gives her this letter saying that he leaves money for her in this account so that she can start her life and go to school and just live. And it's just like, like he was never there. And like the story didn't need him because he was quadriplegic. He tells her he doesn't want her to wake up 10 years from now or 20 years from now and resent him. And anyone that can write about that and really like have that feeling about quadriplegic people and handicapped people, it's obvious that they don't like them very much or think that they're any value at all, because she has no idea what it's like to be handicapped, yet she writes about his disdain for himself, and his character is so believable that it's like, you must really think that way about quadriplegic people and handicapped people. So I don't recommend this movie for handicapped people that aren't really in tune with themselves and acceptant of themselves. Is that a word? I don't know. So if you are on the border of like suicide, or if you are a very depressed handicapped person, I would not go see this movie if I were you. It was a mistake for me to see it, and I could never unsee it. And I don't know why, but I'm still gonna read the book. It makes you feel lesser, especially because you know that the actor isn't actually handicapped, and no matter how well he portrayed a handicapped person, you knew at the end of the day he got to get out of that chair and go about his life like a normal person. So I'm not really giving it a good review, but I don't know, it's also a beautiful movie. It's heartbreakingly beautiful. So all you normies out there who like a good cry, you should go see this so you can pretend you give a shit about all of us handicapped people for 1 second. Like, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a fuck anymore. Peace out.